Alrighty, folks. It's been a minute. Figured I'd come back and give you an update. We are still syncing because I don't know if you can tell here, but get ETH invoked out of memory killer. Um, so what keeps happening, folks, is if we scroll down here, yeah, see, out of memory, out of memory. So basically, what happens is when we go to get ETH attach, and then we do the syncing, ETH.syncing, you can see we get rather close in the last few digits there. But the problem is that we need to load things in the RAM more. Whatever the problem is here, this crazy little system that I built too long ago has only got 4 gigabytes of RAM. So on a screen you can't see over here, I just ordered a 8 gig upgrade. So 8 plus 4 should be enough, I'm hoping, because this is a somewhat older of a system, but it is a quad core, but it is, it is rather old in comparison. But I'm hoping if I throw some more memory at this, and with the 4 cores, this should be new enough, because I do have a solid state hard drive in there. That is another requirement. And then, as you can tell, we are smoking through the storage space here, folks. So this is a no joke process to run your own node, which is why you can sign up if you do want to get a node, and you're willing to drop $9 whole in a month. You can sign up for Quick Node. I don't believe I have it pulled up, but we can pull it up real quick. Quick Node, bam. And as you can see, I'm very rarely using any of my calls, because as of right now, the only thing my app is doing, which is still running, it has been running non-stop, folks, with no disconnects. Oh, there was one disconnect right there. I lied. So there was one disconnect in several days, possibly maybe an hour. I don't know. But all this is doing is join. Well, that's why. Okay, again, that's why there was a request made, because my app had did the right thing. It dealt with the WebSocket being closed, and then it just waited for a second or two, whatever I have in there, and it reconnected. So if we come over to the app here, I have added in bits and pieces here to deal with this. So every 30 seconds, I'm expecting a response within 15 seconds. So there's this kind of nested set interval situation here that sort of keeps everybody honest. Another thought that somebody else had in my various perusing of the Google web nonsense that is out there is you can also send just a instead of doing a something this intricate, all you really have to do is just send an invalid message down the invalid in the sense of you could just send ping down the WebSocket, and that would reset any sort of idle timer. But there's, since here this was an actual close, it wasn't an error, or it wasn't the response to my ping I'm doing here. But apparently it worked anyway. So kudos to the original person that posted this in GitHub somewhere. So thanks off to you, whoever you may be, because that does work, even though it seems to be a little convoluted to understand, and then it only works for the WebSocket. If you're having problems connecting to like the IPC or whatnot, I'm assuming there's something similar under the hood, but I don't know for that. And then the only thing that I'm doing here is subscribing and listening. So I'm not utilizing too much um, of the node at this point. But if I started trading and whatnot, I would definitely use some more of that 300,000 that you get. So we'll see how that starts to spin up once I work on getting this app going a little more. So now the app that I'm intending to build is just going to disseminate this information as best that I can come up with, and then it'll be an iterative process to allow a little bit more of information. I'll start linking to I might pull up a chart or something with TradingView chart integration. I'll probably, to start, link out to the various other tools that already exist in hopes of that they have the data. But I've noticed that some of this happens so fast that some of these tools that do exist are just simply not um, synced up enough to really what do you call it, to be on point with the data. And that's what I'm gonna. So what I'm trying to say here is a lot of these other tools may look like they are you know near real time or whatever you want to call it, but unfortunately it may be to the point where these nodes are not synced up. And that's one of the things I've been playing with. The concept is just to make sure that even QuickNode is synced up. So what I've done, I did it back a few days ago. Yeah, you can see I did a bunch of other requests here. Um, but unfortunately, it would eat up some of my calls to continually make sure. Because see, there was a few calls. See, I did make a few calls to ETH syncing, and they're definitely synced up according to the underlying situation here. Because what I have noticed, because I did try this briefly at Anchor.com as well, ANKR.com as well. If you go and pull the ETH dot syncing and connect to their node, instead of connecting locally here, you connect up to your Anchor node and run ETH syncing. You see this, which means they're not synced. Yet they're still firing events because they're in the full node environment. So definitely be watching out. This value here should return false if you are legitimately synced up with the head of the blockchain. So if you're using Anchor, or if you find another service out there like the Graph or whatever, do an equivalent ETH.syncing request, because I know you can do it over GraphQL as well. And if it comes back anything other than false, it is not synced up to the head, and you'll be however far behind. Because it does seem like once your node goes into full node mode, events will start firing, but you have to actually have all of the known and pulled states, I guess, and be on the current block, like one less than the highest block, or however that number works. The system has to know that it at least was synced once, is what it seems like. And then once it is synced, um, if it does go out of sync, it still fires those events that we're looking for over here. And that's how people are still getting events from Anchor, but they're, like the one guy said, 30,000 milliseconds delayed. Mine was, for a while there was like a day behind, and then it caught up. And it was just absolutely madly scrolling new pairs, you know. But when you would go and search them, they were, see, there's look how fast they create, folks. This is insanity. This is absolute insanity of what's going on here. So see, like here, that Binance doesn't even, or not Binance, BSC scan doesn't even have that address yet. Yet it was created. According to my blockchain activity, it was created. So why am I getting a notification faster than even BSC scan? Uh, uh, am I getting bad events from my blockchain here? But this is the weird thing. All these are happening so fast, I think, is that even BSC scan is not catching up. Because if we just simply sit here and watch a few of them, you'll start to see, like if we well, I'll pop a new one open there and leave that one for a minute. Or just simply go back, and then we go back here for a few more minutes and go to BSC scan and see here. 7 minutes ago, and here's already activity. Wasabi. And there's $1,384 of liquidity already in there. But then if we take that same contract and pop it in over here, do we even see anything yet? Come on, do something. Nope. Unless it wants to be a C at the end of it. Nope. See, even these tools are not finding, BSC scan's not finding it fast enough. And these guys have no clue this exists. Yet, there's been 25 transactions that we're seeing. The latest 25. View all. 31 transactions already happened, and this tool has no clue about it. If we go to the other tool that don't seem to work all the time either. Ooh, nope, that's my old one loading up. So I haven't loaded this app in days, so I shouldn't be in the limited mode. If I'm in a, nope, it's even going to tell me I'm in a limited version. But hey, at least this one sees it. All right, not a bad one, not a bad one, but the graph doesn't work. Well, because there's not been a sell yet. Oh, and there's now, yeah, there's now $2,500 of liquidity in here, however they calculate that. So if we go back and reload, he's already pulled liquidity, folks. When we reloaded this was Wasabi, right? Yeah, this is Wasabi. He's already pulled the liquidity out. Confirmed rug pull right here. Boom. 1 minute ago. No. Where did liquidity go? I don't understand this, folks. Where to go? There was this absolutely showed swap, 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 swing, burn. He burned it? He burned it. No, he did not. It's called burn, but he probably sent it to this person right here. Oh, yep. There's your B&B, folks, and there's your wasabi. $12 minutes ago, is that our wasabi? Wasabi. So, 1, 2, so we'd have to add this up, but that's how much the dude made right there, folks. Because it's gone. 21 cents of liquidity, so there's not, but you do that a million times and you make some money. And then does this one have any clue about it yet? Not a clue. That is unreal, folks. I don't even understand what happened or how he got this money out. So we have to view all the transactions in order, basically. So this dude put 2 Bitcoin. I haven't used Bitcoin in ages. 2 wrapped BNB. Oh, that is probably going to be my cue to get off of here, folks. And then he burned some. That's the dead one right there. Yep. Alrighty, folks. I need to go, but we just watched a rug pull happen right in front of our eyes. So all of these people got scammed. I'm going to see dead. Dead. I'm going to keep an eye on this one, folks. And this might be the first little homepage thing I can add to my website. But alright, folks. I need to get out of here. Got stuff to do. But I figured you guys wanted to get an update. I have memory on order, and we'll be back shortly with an update.